That's not going to happen.
All right. And finally, when the suspended governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN, Godwin Emefiele, had a date in court on Tuesday, a fisticuff of disgraceful proportion ensued. The Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, has slammed operatives of the Department of State Services, DSS, and officers of the Nigerian Correctional Service for their altercation in the premises of the Federal High Court, Ikoyi, Lagos, over custody of Emefiele. The NBA President Yakubu called on the two agencies to take immediate disciplinary measures against the officers involved in the disgraceful conduct. Let's share the moments and reaction of some lawyers on the matter with you.
The Nigerian Correctional Service one day, their own time will come. It is this same institution that they desecrate today that they will come back to. The court is the last hope of the common man. It is Emefiele today. He may be Ugochukwu tomorrow. He may be Maxwell tomorrow. He may be Kingdom tomorrow. And even Eti Yusuf. Who knows? But it is this court that will and what the sanctity of our constitution.
He has served this nation for 9 years. Where is he going to go to? All his life is in Nigeria here. And you can imagine a situation where two federal government military apparatus are fighting themselves, manhandling the commander of the prison commission. It is a disgrace to this nation.
Judy, as a journalist, something I don't just interpret things on the face value. When things happen, a lot of people don't have enough information about.
That's why sometimes we like to wait until a day after.
Yes. Emotion,
why are you not talking about it? Why are you not talking? They think we are biased like them.
Yes. So we have enough information to say, look, this is what transpired. But what you saw yesterday, the people just saw the correctional center and DSS, and people are saying, DSS, go to Sambisa Forest, go and fight Boko Haram there. Why you? So, Jide, enlighten us. What happened here? Yes.
I think that we have to condemn both the DSS and the
correctional center,
the men of the correctional services, for what happened, because it's a big shame, no doubt about it. But it also shows the rot within the security agencies. The DSS, from the information that I had, were worried that they were the ones who brought someone to court. Yet, the men of the correctional service were already on ground
in the morning,
armed, waiting to receive a man that they didn't take to court. Were they able to get wind of
judgment?
Yes, because the judge said they should hand, while he's perfecting his bail, it should be a condition, it should be handed over to the correctional service people. How did that come up? How did they envisage or know that the judge will give them custody of the man that they didn't bring to court in the first place? So it was that conduct and the fact that they came armed and all that got some people in the DSS thinking that is something funny about to happen. We may say this man may not escape, and it will eventually escape. as we speak, the first matter, Nigerians don't know that the very first matter that even took him to court against the DSS appealed. They've not been able to vacate the order of injunction that Emefiele secured against his arrest all the way back to 2022. The DSS secured that, and the DSS went to court seeking the permission of the court to
vacate that.
Arrest him. Arrest him. But he responded to the attempt to arrest by getting the court to give an order that he should not be arrested. No man should, when you don't have immunity, no man should use the court to stop his arrest. Go there, defend yourself. And that is the bigger issue, the issue of suspicion that is sponsoring terrorism. Now, of course, that is a bigger matter than
so this. The weightier ones.
Yes, but they can't continue. People are saying, why they do not say that, but they can't continue that matter, and they can't bring him to court on account of that because they've not been able to vacate it. So, no one is saying, look, treat this person. I am against the way he treated Nigerians. He's clutching the Bible now. That is between him and his God.
And his God, though.
Many Nigerians died over the shitty Naira repainting that he came up with. But that's not even the issue. There should be no reason why two security agencies would disgrace themselves in the manner that they have done. And I agree with Femi Falana and the NBA chairman, Yakubu Maikyau, that they should punish those involved. Because I understand that even the DSS, they were ashamed after watching what transpired. Because some of our people told me that they were ashamed that this thing went, they went too far and all that. So within them, they should be able to punish those who went this far because they put all of us to shame, no matter what they are thinking. Look at it. You know? Yes, they may be thinking, oh, they will finally escape and all that. It's not enough, even if you suspect that in the hands of these people, Emefiele will escape. It's not enough to go to this extent because it puts the DSS as well as the Correctional Service to shame. But again, the DSS, they have to come up with a fresh charge now. I know they have some cases against him that they are yet to bring to court, so they can't keep him indefinitely.
This kind of generated sympathy for Emefiele yesterday.
But it depends on which angle you are coming from. There were certain videos also yesterday that showed very clearly what BQ said, that there was a plan already to have him. About 2 or 3 of them. When you add men of the Correctional Service discussing with Emefiele, don't worry, just sit down, don't worry. We know they are outside, they are waiting.
Can you imagine?
So when you look, when you sit down as somebody who can do proper analysis, you will know that there is something going on. Why do they want him? Why? There is no. We've even seen people who got bail, who were in DSS custody and were released by the DSS. So nothing stops that. You don't even need to fight over him because the bottom line is the court has ruled this man should be released based on this condition. So as we are castigating the DSS, we should also be looking at what those Correctional Service guys did, especially the things that went on behind the scene.
Yes, some of the conversations.
Those conversations were far from being holy and unprofessional, meaning that they have given an assurance that don't worry, we are the ones who will take you away.
Because the unusual presence of those guys suggested that something.
Yeah, something was up.
People have been in DSS custody that they released now.
Yes, now after bail. Once they get the bail and they meet the conditions, they go.
Even the DSS can even hand over.
Yes, the man to them.
From the office handed over to the Correctional Service.
But I mean, if we could see them on
why
camera.
The judge now
on camera.
The judge, you know that the judge now changed his verdict that he should go
with the DSS.
With the DSS. He eventually changed his mind.
Really?
Yes. He eventually changed his mind that, okay, they should go with the DSS. Because maybe at a point he too realized that, no, this thing was wrong. I mean, they are the ones who brought him to court.
They brought him to court, not...
The ones who brought
So
him.
if you are granting bail to somebody in my custody, that person should go from my custody.
Yes.
You shouldn't tell me to hand this person over to this person, and when he missed the bail, he can go. I'm the one who brought him to court. The only area where the DSS went wrong was the altercation. Otherwise, it was within their purview.
And it's not a new thing to arrest people after they have been granted bail. We see
you may say it's wrong, but it has happened. Because you can have other things you want to put up.
Would this have anything to do with the administration's outlook, as in people are already saying that this administration will not obey the rule of law with the conduct of the DSS?
Because of a single incident.
Yeah.
But I think we should look beyond that. We should look at the service itself.
You see, it was a case of distrust between the two. Yeah. This is something that just went overboard. They distrusted themselves. It has nothing to do with rule of law. It's a contest between the two groups. People must see what happened exactly the way it happened. I distrust these people. I do not trust that this person will not escape from their custody. I distrusted them because they came heavily harmed to court on believing that they must have had a wind of what the judge would do. Or maybe some people assured them that, don't worry. You know, so DSS distrusted them, and that's why they behave in that way. We are not saying it is right. It is wrong. But I don't think you can determine whether a government will obey rule of law or not on account of what happened. We know how many times Bola Ahmed Tinubu went to court against Obasanjo. Just anytime he feels that, okay, look, you infringed on my right, he went to court. He never took the law into his hands. He could have organized Lagosians to be rioting over the money that they Obasanjo held. But he didn't do that. But the same Obasanjo will now want us to believe that he's a Democrat. That you can seize money of a state for so long. Even when the Supreme Court told you to release it, you disobeyed the Supreme Court. And they will say, Jide, you are criticizing Obasanjo. Is it the amount that I used to criticize him? If you do something wrong, we'll criticize you. I'm not above criticism.
Yes. Dr. Oladipo, thank you for your contribution.
Thank you for having me, sir.
Yes. And Bikeo, thank you for always being there.
Thank you, Jack.
And that's our offering today. Join us tomorrow for another episode